Oh yeah, hi. So I just wanted to talk about like why I think as a chess player I think Bent Larsen is the only real like Danish inspiration for Danish people, Danish chess players ever. I don't think there has ever been anybody else in Danish chess that is like a real true inspiration. And I'll just explain why I think that. Because Ben Larsen was, close to winning the world championship. He didn't get a match, but he got three semi-final matches, and he was number two rated in the world at one point. So number two, three, 2 to 3. Uh, Also, for some reason, played over Bobby Fischer, which Bobby Fischer, for some reason, accepted at one point. I mean, so it was like, yeah, okay, he was like, yeah, I'm better than Fischer. It's like, what? Uh, but so so who's that to compare with? Except me, of course. Okay, I'm inspirational as well, but I mean, just the other top players. So there's Peter Heine Nielsen that I played a blitz game with once, by the way. Where I just don't remember what happened. I mean, it was like the scene in Suspiria where she gets hypnotized. It's just like I just really don't remember what happened. Like I think we may have played a little and then just like abandoned the game for some reason, both of us. I don't know, but anyway, but I mean, this guy was 2700 rated, but I mean, later he became like a coach for Magnus Carlsen. He became like he was like working for Magnus Carlsen to improve his game. So it's like, well, I just. I mean, I could like mention like 5, 6 other Danish top players, but just the point is that none of them has really like been close to the world championship like Ben Larsen was. So I mean, it would be really exciting if like say so like say a Danish people in the candidates. You know, I mean that would be super exciting. So, like wow, I mean like so you had some kind of local hero, local guy who's actually, in the candidates for the world champion. 8 players, that's 8 players who will play for challenging Magnus Carlsen. And and really, we're not even close to that. There's Jonas Bjerre, but I mean, this guy, he's got like a 2800 performance at the European Championship, and then he just then he backfires, and then he's like, oh shit, you know. So I mean, he's yet to loses a goal, plays too many draws, loses a game. He's yet to prove that he's so now he's 2600 uh, performance instead there instead. So So I mean, it's like he's yet to prove that he could, for example, become a candidate. Uh, of course, it's hard to spot. I mean, even with Magnus Carlsen, it was hard to see. I mean, I didn't know, like in the beginning of the zeros, I didn't, of course, I didn't like predict that Magnus Carlsen would actually dominate chess like he did. I don't think Bobby Fischer, for example, ever really noticed Magnus Carlsen. I mean, Bobby Fischer died in 2008, and I don't think he really ever, paid any attention to Magnus Carlsen. Carlsen became a world champion in 2013, and I think he was the highest rated player from around 2010, and of course recently Firuccia beat his record by being the youngest 2800 player, and it's just I just don't think that just no none of the other like Danish top players like Kurt Hansen, for example, because he was I mean he's really also, I mean, even if he's a very strong grandmaster, he's and high in the rankings, he's still very far away from the world championship title, which Bent Larsen wasn't. He was close to. He wrote a book called The Dream about becoming a world champion, or an article or something. And I mean that's it, right? We need that dream. We need the dream, and there's really no Danish people. I'm not counting on Jonas Bjerre. Uh, and he's the best talent. So I mean, there really isn't anybody, and there hasn't been anybody since Bent Larsen. So we're talking the 60s, 1960s. So at least we had one. People talk about Iceland being a great chess nation, but what strong player has Iceland actually had? They didn't have anybody close to the world championship. Uh, so at least we had Bent Larsen. Uh, and yeah, Magnus Carlsen obviously has an immense respect for Bent Larsen, and that's entirely appropriate. I don't know, but I mean Kasparov is clearly an idiot outside of chess. I mean he's a retard, but in his book, I don't know if it's even written by him or it's some kind of ghost written, but he's like talking about the Danish prince, which I just find like in poor taste and racist. Actually, I heard this criticism from another guy also. I mean that's just like in poor taste. Like, I mean, what I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with. So, yeah, he's from Denmark, so he's gonna compare Larsen with Hamlet. It's like, like I mean, well, you see why this is racist? I mean, it's just bullshit. It's just like a that's like a stereotype. I mean, what the fuck does he know about? He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Uh, but Kasparov did have some respect for Larsen. I don't know if his. I mean, I mean, his criticism of the later Larsen is maybe like in poor taste because uh, I mean, uh, firstly, Larsen had his greatest result basically in 1979, uh, where like did like one of the best tournament results like of all time, where he finished 3 points ahead of all the best players in the world except Karpov. So I mean, uh, I don't know. I mean, I just think where Kasparov goes wrong there is just to claim that it's psychological. I don't think it is Larsen's poor play in the 80s and 90s uh, were psychological. It was just, I mean, it was just, it just was as it was. I mean, just accept reality as it is. I mean, there's no, I mean, I could like be feeling I could be like the happiest person and the most energetic person that I could be, and I would still lose to a strong grandmaster, even if he was feeling miserable, right? I mean, so I don't know what Kasparov is talking about. Uh, uh, I mean, what does he want Kasparov to do? I mean, is Kasparov is. I know. I mean, what does he want Larsen to do? And if he's around 50 years old or something, and he's up against a young talent. I mean, it's obviously the young talent is going to have a good chance. I mean, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, but uh, yeah. Anyway, uh, and of course Larsen would roll like you did Polgar and Korchnoi. They were like beat like 12 world champions or something. Spanning over a period of the entire second half of the 20th century. And so I mean, I just wanted to make this like chess video because I'm really serious about chess, and I would like to have some like hope in Jonas Bjerre. Jonas Poul Bjerre, his middle name is Poul, but I just don't. I really don't. I mean, I don't see any objective signs that he's good enough to compete in the candidates, for example, and challenge Magnus Carlsen. And really, what's the point in really what difference does it make if you're number 50 in the world or number 100 in the world or like even number 30 or 20? What difference does it make if you're not competing for the world champion title? I mean that's I mean, I would love to see a match with between Hikaru and Magnus Carlsen. That would be awesome. Uh, uh, and honestly, Carlsen was virtually annihilated by Kajakin in 2016 in New York. He was virtually out of the match. So I mean, it's like And Carlsen is not at all the best blitz player or the best speed chess player or the best online player. He's just the best classical player, basically. So he's not the best bullet player. He's not the best blitz player. He's not the best speed chess player. He's not the best online player. He's the best classical chess player. And about the variants, I don't know if it makes sense to make Fischer random on chess 960 so serious and put it so high. I mean there are other chess variants that should be taken equally serious, like atomic chess and four-player chess and stuff like that. Like King of the Hill and like No Castle chess and like stuff like that might be taken serious as well, if we take chess 960 serious. So yeah, anyway, I'll just upload this, but I'll just I hope you understand why this matters, because it does matter. It does matter to have like some kind of like inspirational figure uh, fighting for the world championship. And about Bent Larsen, actually, just to be more precise, it lasted into 1972 until he lost to Fischer there. That's how long it lasted, with the realistic notion that he could become world champion.